Hey guys, I want to clarify everything about the video I made on AI art being used to promote Kingdom Rush battles. So let's take it from the top and then get into all of the new info. First, a user named Hatemonger joins the Ironhide Discord server a month ago and gets quickly promoted to the role of managing contests for battles. Then, one of his contests that he posts uses AI art, which he confirms himself. I make a video where I say that I'm not happy with this, with my most scathing statement being that it's never felt more over for Ironhide. Following this, Hatemonger discusses this topic with people in the Ironhide server who explain the ramifications of using AI art better than I did in my own video. Along the way, it comes to light that he is indeed not an actual Ironhide employee, but rather just a fan working with Octarina to make the art. That's going to be important later. Then he takes the art off of the post, as you can see here where the message simply doesn't have an image now. Finally, he declares that there will no longer be AI used for contest artwork. While all of this is unfolding and while I'm asleep, there are multiple comments on the video saying that Ironhide is in the wrong for doing this and that Ironhide should know better. This is where things get controversial. Knowing what Hatemonger said, which is that he and Octarina, the community manager, work together on these contest promotions, is Ironhide worthy of the scorn shown in my video and in some of the comments? To explain this, let's try something new. You've heard of Kingdom Rush Science, you may have even heard of Kingdom Rush Geography. Now get ready for Kingdom Rush Ethics. Lord help us all. Asking this question is, on a broader scale, asking when someone is or is not responsible for another person's actions. Hatemonger is not an Ironhide employee, but as he himself said, he works with an Ironhide employee to make this art on Ironhide's behalf. So, Ironhide has nonetheless enabled these actions. That's why I felt safe to say everything, even with the knowledge that this guy might not be an actual Ironhide employee. My words were based on the assumption that Ironhide approved of these promotional arts prior to posting them. I would even argue that, specifically because this isn't an Ironhide official employee, meaning that he hasn't been vetted by an official hiring process, Ironhide would be keeping an even closer eye on what he posts on their behalf. I was wrong to assume that, so, as I put in my pinned comment and the description of the video, I take back everything I said about Ironhide as a company using AI. I won't call them a Ironhide, I won't call things more over than ever before, and I won't assume that Ironhide consults with people posting on their behalf. This is something that they should do going forward, but that in itself is not nearly as bad as what my video was initially criticizing. If you want to know the company's own stance on this matter, they have long since stated that mere members of their communities should not be posting things that they don't endorse. That's why they have rules in their community to not allow things like vulgar or violent content. This is a stance that they've held since 2020 and have never said or done anything to imply they've changed their minds. To this day, the rules are still enforcing this policy. In the same vein, I would like to think that Ironhide, being an art-driven game studio, would not endorse AI art, and thus would not allow it in their community regardless of who is posting it, let alone in a promotion channel for one of their games. As of now, they still haven't made an official stance on AI art, so I feel like a lot of my points would go back to being true if they end up endorsing it, but they're innocent until proven guilty, so just to be clear, I don't uphold anything that I said about Ironhide in the previous video. As for the comments, I'm not upset at anyone since they either made the same assumption that I did about Ironhide approving of the AI art before letting it be posted, or they were misled by me saying everything that I said without specifying that this was based on an assumption. It's one of those things that at the time felt like an obvious thing that didn't need to be clarified. I'm not actively trying to make Ironhide look bad or spread misinformation, hence this video being made as soon as possible. Anyways, while I do believe in spreading the truth and rectifying mistakes, I don't want people to come away with this thinking that it's such a big deal that I need to make multiple videos on the topic when we've more or less cleared up the situation. In fact, I want to commend Hatemonger for being the only one out of dozens of people debating this topic who actually changed his mind from all of that discussion. He openly admitted that he didn't know what was wrong with it at the time and was open to the points being presented to him and then changed his behavior accordingly. I didn't see anybody else in the community actually get persuaded from what I was backreading. So let's hope that this video and the comments are the last thing anyone has to say on the topic.